Did I wake you up? You seemed pretty out of it. Sorry. Oh, you were already awake. Man, I didn't even realize. I was trying to be quiet, but I guess mission failed. Oh, the moonlight woke you. Yeah, it's nearly full. Maybe tomorrow, or the day after. It almost looks like daytime. It's kind of creepy how bright it is. Oh, that's just an old song. It's been stuck in my head all day. I heard it back in Jackson. There was this old CD player, and it had a bunch of scratched up discs with it. It got hauled out for all the special occasions. You know, parties and stuff. After everyone who actually knew how to play instruments got drunk. Yeah, I learned to play a long time ago. Not that it actually comes in handy much these days. Nah, we should be alright. There's not been much activity in this area, so making a little noise shouldn't be an issue. Besides, it'll scare off any nearby animals who might go rooting around in our supplies for food. Realistically, the fire we lit earlier should be a dead giveaway if anyone's looking for us. But if they decide that they want to fuck around, there's really no point in hiding. Better to have them think we're clueless and fall into one of the traps that you set. Actually, this is a pretty alright vantage point we're at up here. Guess all these old fire watchtowers are finally coming in handy. I can't believe we found one in such good condition. I saw a bunch of these in a book one time, about the national parks. You could see towers like this all along the ridge of the mountains. The lookouts had to radio one another to check in and make sure there weren't any burns. Or, you know, when they got bored of sitting around alone all day. Seriously? You've helped build one of these? Jeez, you never fail to surprise, huh? So where'd you build it? And why? No, back at your old settlement. It's still kinda hard to believe that you guys weren't on our radar at all in Jackson. Doesn't sound like your operation was exactly small. Oh, a secret gunpowder farm. Of course. Well, I guess that explains it. Why, though? Seems like it'd be kinda bad for business. Okay, so the fact that you guys produced it wasn't the secret, but the base of operations was. Were you separate from the town? Shit. So your production outpost was just completely cut off. And then you ferried it back to town to be sold. Sounds like a lot of hoops to jump through. I guess you're probably pretty used to roughing it by now then. When you actually stop and think about it, it makes sense that you'd keep it so hush-hush. If everyone knew where and how you were making your product, it'd only be a matter of time before some desperate asshole decided to take matters into his own hands. How did the fire tower come into play? Oh, a lookout and a tree stand. I suppose with the right paint job and some branches, one of these could disappear pretty easily. That probably means you're a half-decent shot then, right? What did you do there anyway? Security. So basically it was your job to make sure that if anyone decided to fuck with you guys, that they didn't walk away from it. Or at least not fast. Some of those traps you set were pretty impressive. It's easier to relax knowing that if anyone tries to climb up here, they're going to get an entire hornet's nest dropped on them. I never would have thought to put the wasps to sleep with smoke to get the nest. It's pretty brilliant. Yeah, this isn't a half-bad spot. That's what you gotta be careful of. Stay in one place too long, and you'll get tricked into thinking it'll last forever. Or something like that. Sorry, that's really pessimistic sounding now that I hear it. Your leg's looking better. Seems like it won't be long before you're able to walk on it normally. That's good. I'll be able to move more quickly from here on out. What's that look for? Oh, God, no, I'm not thinking about leaving you behind. Honestly, if I was gonna do that, I wouldn't have agreed to this in the first place. Like it or not, you're stuck with me till we reach Seattle. Got it? Don't look so fucking nervous. Besides, it's not like you're a burden or something anyway. Yeah, I haven't fallen asleep yet. Guess the day's catching up with me. It's something about the wind up here that keeps waking me up. I'm not used to the way it sounds, so out in the open. Even though we're inside. It's just different than how it sounds moving between the trees. I guess that's why you tracked me down so easily. You must be used to forests since you grew up in one. Once you know what to look for, it's pretty incredible how easy it is to read who's been passing through. Tracks, fur, broken branches. If you aren't careful, you'll leave breadcrumbs behind you wherever you go. Yeah. Someone I used to know used to harp on me all the time about that. Making too much noise and breaking everything I touch. It took me a long time to learn how to move through the woods without leaving destruction in my wake. Not that it matters. Doesn't sound like there's anyone left that's looking for either of us. What? What do you mean? What do I want? I want to end things. For good this time. Plain and simple. Seems like you're thinking along similar lines. No, you mean after that. That is a hard question. I haven't really thought about it. About any of it. In fact, I try not to think about anything anymore. Not what was there before or what's coming after. Nothing but what's right in front of me. But if I had to pick something, I think I'd like some quiet. Just quiet. Just for a little while. And, you know, normal stuff. I want to draw again without it turning into something I'd rather forget. And, you know, somewhere to live would be nice. With someone that I care about. I want to be able to leave, you know, for the day. Go for a walk. Maybe sketch in the woods. I just want to be able to leave. And not be scared the entire fucking time. I want to know, when I come back, that it'll all be there, waiting. Safe and sound. Like nothing bad's ever gonna come and get us. You see why I said I try not to think about it? It's just a daydream. Nothing more. Okay, enough of that. Look, I don't think I'm going to be able to fall asleep for a while. So I'm going to go check the fishnet at the brook. Who knows? Maybe your trap caught something. Yeah. Don't forget about the tripwire on the steps. Got it. Night. What are you saying? Well, I guess I hadn't thought about it that way. I suppose that you will be here waiting for me when I get back. There will be someone to come back to. It's funny. I'm not used to it anymore. Not that that's a bad thing. Alright then. Good night. I'll be back before you know it.